Okay, okay. I know that I said in my last video that I was going to upload in less than a week, but I have a good explanation for why I didn't. I don't have a good explanation of why I didn't. So basically, this video was supposed to be just an update video without anything too significant, but I ended up doing the thing that I was supposed to be doing a bit later on, just earlier, and the video, when I tried to record it, became messy, and then everything just went to shit, and yeah, that's where we are now. So, what exactly is this project I'm going to be doing? Well, basically, the last video I did make a bigger art project with a pixel art thing, involving a lot of VTubers that I am associated with, and I wanted to expand upon that premise and see what I can make with what I've already done. So basically what I'm doing is that I'm taking all of the things that I made there and putting it into a video game. Yes, I am trying to make a video game. This is gonna go well. I can already tell. So yeah, basically what I'm planning with the game is that I want to do a platformer type game, just because, like, if you look at the artwork that I've already done, it's basically a concept art for a platformer, so I say just go with it. I'm going to be making a platformer. So there are some things that I really want to try and implement within the game, and I'm going to try my hardest trying to figure out how to do it. Number one, I want every single person there to be a playable character. How that's gonna work out, I have absolutely no idea, but we'll see. Number two, I want there to be a combat system, at least a simple one, because I just like combat in games, so I'm gonna be doing that. And lastly, I want the game to have a boss fight at the end. What does that boss fight look like? I have no idea, but that's what I'm planning on right now. So, how exactly am I going to do this? Well, I am going to be using several programs, obviously. Like, I'm not gonna make everything from scratch, that would be insane. So I am obviously going to be using a game engine. What game engine? Let's talk about it later. First things first, I want to talk about the assets and also just everything art related when it comes to this game, because oh boy, there is a lot. The number one thing that I need to do is just clean up the sprites that's already there, and also the tile set, because even though I really like the way that this looks, it's really difficult to put this and animating it. So I need to clean up some stuff, trying to streamline it so that it's not that difficult but still looks good. So that's number one. Number two, I need to do a lot more backgrounds and variations with the tile set, so that's gonna be a lot of work to put in, but should not be too hard. And then lastly, just animating the stuff. I need to animate all of the characters plus some enemies, so we'll see how that turns out, because I have absolutely no experience in animating anything. So yeah. So how exactly I'm going to make this game a reality? Well, obviously, as I said, I am going to use a game engine, like most people do. I'm not gonna make this game from scratch. Which game engine? Am I going to be using something like Unity or Unreal? No, I'm going to be using Godot. Now, why do you ask? Why am I using this relatively unknown game engine rather than a bigger title game engine like Unreal or Unity? And even though both engines have a lot more documentation and tutorials within them, I can't download them. Again, I don't know why, but I think it's because of my just incredibly terrible internet that I cannot download either Unity or Unreal. So I am sticking with Godot because one, it's on Steam, so downloading it is a bit more smooth, and also it's very light. I mean, the entire engine is like 500 megabytes, so yeah, I'm going to be using Godot. And to help me along my way, I'm obviously going to be using tutorials and guides and even just the documentation within Godot itself. Mainly, I'm going to be using tutorials from GDQuest, Art2Beast, yeah. Kids Can Code, and just Godot. They have some really good documentation within them, so I can use those too. And also, Kids Can Code, don't let the name fool you. They're really good, like, at just communicating the stuff that I need. So it's not only for kids, it's really, really useful if you want to just try and code. So yeah, so I've been working on this game for about a week now, and let's see what I've come up with. Yeah, that's about it. Okay, to be fair, like, this is not the entirety of it because I did try something else, but it just didn't work out because it was so difficult, and what ended up was just everything become like buggy and messy. So yeah. Basically what I tried to do was that I want there to be a dynamic system where you can switch characters within a level, but apparently that is really, really difficult to do. So my compromise with that is just, this is my first game, I don't want to overcomplicate things again. So what I ended up planning on was that I want each character to have their own level. So this game is more a tech demo than an actual game, but again, my first project, I'm not gonna do something a bit overboard. So yeah, basically I want the characters to have different stats and different ways of like attacking and moving, and then on top of that, I want them to be in levels where I can showcase those differences and also teach the players how to use them. At least that's what I'm planning on. So yeah, other than that, I have a bunch of stuff in the works for this project specifically because it is just a lot. Making a game is a lot of work. And to keep track of everything that I need to do, I am going to be making my Trello list public. Trello is just a website that you can track like projects and share them with people. So if you want to see my progress live, basically, you can just check my Trello list on what I'm planning on doing, what I am doing, and what I've already done. So yeah, by the end of this, I'm hoping to publish this game on, at the very least, itch.io, and also along with the code on a GitHub repository also, because I find just looking at the code can help me just understand what is happening, and if anyone else wants to give it a shot, you can just look there. So yeah, that is all I have for this video. So if you like what you see, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao!